All right, indeed, India's Akshay Dongare joins us live with the latest. Hi, Akshay. First things first, Akshay, to begin with, it's very important to actually tell the world, Akshay, that what is the new normal for India when it comes to terrorism, and also how Pakistan is harboring terrorists, and now that India, has taken a resolve to retaliate whenever such a dastardly attack or something like that comes from Pakistan, isn't it?
Well, absolutely, it is the case. First of all, we have reshaped our entire policy towards terrorism. That these are not acts of violence; these are acts of war, and any such thing will be responded to in a calibrate and a manner that it deserves when it comes to a response. So that is going to happen. Certain things the world also should understand that while the people sitting in the West might think rather that it's okay for certain countries in South Asia to be infested with terrorism, and they may even use terrorism for state policy or for other means, as there have been allegations on the US, the UK as well of funding organizations and who have gotten funds through countries like Pakistan in the region, who tend to be the proxy as well as the harborer of terrorism. So it's a message to the entire world that India is right here next to Pakistan. All of the fallout and all of the collateral damage is also absorbed by India when it comes to terrorism. So India is not going to take it anymore, and we are going to respond to all of these terror threats in an equal and proportionate manner. You can only imagine if there was a country next to the US harboring terrorists. There is no chance that that country would have, quietly sat. Even they have had their wars of terror. So we also deserve to have one of our own when it comes to safeguarding our own country.
You're right, definitely, Akshay. I second you. I agree with you, definitely. Akshay, all party delegations are going to different countries, to tell those countries about India's stance when it comes to terrorism, and also the fact that India stands united when it comes to terrorism and will retaliate like we just discussed it.
Absolutely.
Akshay, what sort of messages are going out from India? What exactly is the delegation telling the other countries? If you can just tell us, a bit about it.
Well, we have to understand that if you're having a war with Pakistan, you're not only having a war with a very professional army, very strong country that is also nuclearly armed, but it's also, one of the world's most powerful country when it comes to propaganda and fake news. So when Operation Sindoor was going on, we have seen the way Pakistan has also done propaganda. ISPR, the propaganda wing of the Pakistani military, has spread all sort of lies around the world. So India has to be very careful about that as well and combat it on a communication level with the world. So that is why this delegation has gone. A very good example would be Colombia. Colombia issued a statement condemning the deaths in Operation Sindoor. So they in a way sided with Pakistan and issued a statement for it. But after the delegation went to Colombia, we explained what exactly was the truth. They have withdrawn their statement today supporting Pakistan. So that is what India is trying to achieve when it comes to these kind of delegations.
Definitely. And Akshay, during Operation Sindoor, you reported brilliantly. Even I was there, and the kind of analysis you were making was absolutely mind-boggling and brilliant. Akshay, I also want to ask you that since the time, the Operation Sindoor actually when it took place, the world has also got to know that the indigenously manufactured weapons by India, are actually, doing wonders when it comes to, safeguarding our territory.
Well, also, every country, many countries have their own weapon systems. Many countries have their, a much larger capacity than India to manufacture weapon. But what stood out as far as Operation Sindoor is concerned is that we have, used a different weapon defense, air defense system, especially when it comes to that. Different weapon systems. and we have done our own sort of mixing them together and creating a shield when it comes to air defense that cannot be penetrated, and that was seen even when Pakistan used very advanced Chinese missiles at India, advanced Turkish drones at India. So all of those failed because of our own creativity and pioneering when it comes to air defense. So that is where India stood out. Also, when we had taken offensive action, we did not use only aircraft of one type. We used different aircraft. There was a mix of drones, missiles, aircraft, which neutralized the targets inside Pakistan, and also took the war on terror right on its turf. So that was what was stood out. Also, you're clearly right that weapon indigenous systems have also stole the light, or rather of the show when they were displayed. Akash was considered a mediocre weapon air defense system, but after Operation Sindoor, there is a queue of countries that are waiting to buy it. Similar is the case with BrahMos, that was co-manufactured with Russia, but majority of the stake is Indian when it comes to manufacturing process and the entirety of it. So yes, indigenous weapon systems have also been one of the highlights of this operation.
Definitely, the message goes out from here, Akshay, that India stands united when it comes to terrorism, and that the new normal for India is that if you will attack, then we will retaliate, and in a manner that you will not even imagine. But we leave it here, Akshay. Thank you so much for joining in.